Zion was 15, quiet by nature, and someone who preferred sketching in his notebook over talking in crowded rooms. His father had left before he could even remember his face, and for years it had just been him and his mother, strong, struggling, but together. When his mom married Samir, Zion didn't know how to feel. Samir was calm, respectful. He didn't try too hard, but he never stayed distant either. He would drive Zion to school, sit silently during his football matches, and leave a hot chocolate on his study table during exam nights. But he never once said the word "Dad," and Zion never offered it. There were awkward years, moments where Zion thought, "Is he pretending? Is he doing this just for my mom?" But then there were others, like the night Samir waited outside school in the rain because Zion forgot his umbrella, or when he showed up uninvited to Zion's science fair, cheered louder than anyone, and proudly said, "That's my boy." Still, Zion kept his guard up. You don't let people in too easily when you've spent your childhood learning how to live without needing anyone. One day, a fight broke out in school. Nothing major, just a misunderstanding between classmates. But somehow, Zion got blamed. The principal called in the parents. Samir showed up alone. His mother was at work. Zion sat in silence as the principal listed what had happened. When it was over, Samir didn't get angry. He simply asked, "Did you do it?" Zion shook his head. Samir looked the principal in the eye and said, "Then I believe him. Let me know if you find any proof." That day, for the first time, Zion didn't feel like someone's stepson. He felt protected. Weeks passed. The school incident faded. Life went on. Until one morning, a few days before Zion's birthday, he overheard something. His mom and Samir were in the kitchen whispering. "But what if he says no?" Samir asked. "He might, but I think he's ready," his mom replied. Zion didn't ask, but his mind raced for days. Was it about moving? Was Samir leaving? Was something wrong? Finally, on his birthday, Zion came downstairs to find a simple breakfast table. No balloons, no decorations. Just Samir holding an envelope. Zion sat down cautiously. Samir looked nervous. He pushed the envelope forward and said, "This is something I've thought about for years." Zion opened it. At first, he didn't understand what he was reading. Then his eyes caught one line. Petition for adoption. He looked up, shocked. Samir said quietly, "I didn't want to take your father's place. I just wanted to earn your trust. But now, only if you're okay with it. I'd be honored to officially become your dad." Zion stared at him, silent, stunned. So many moments flashed through his mind. The cold nights, the science fairs, the quiet rides, the silent support. He didn't speak. He just stood up and hugged Samir tightly. Then he whispered, "You've been my dad for years. I just didn't know how to say it." And in that moment, without grand parties or fancy announcements, a bond that was already real became official.